Welcome to Out of Bounds. In the previous episode, we took a JR West special rapid train from Osaka to Himeji, where the world-famous Himeji Castle is located. Once at Himeji Station, there are many signs that point to the castle exit. Right after exiting the station building, you can already see the chalk-white Himeji Castle in the distance. There are buses going to the castle, but it's also not too bad to just walk. It's less than a kilometer on well-paved sidewalks. Himeji Castle is a big deal in the local community. Even post boxes are castle-themed. Himeji Castle was among the first batch of UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Japan designated in 1993. Built at the start of the 17th century, it is the finest example of traditional Japanese castles that survive largely in its original form. There are only a dozen or so Japanese castles that are so-called authentic today, as many had been lost to history, including the anti-feudalism campaigns during the Meiji Restoration and bombings towards the end of World War II. There is an open ground in front of the castle where visitors can admire its central keeps. There is also a hut that displays one of the main pillars that supported the castle for over 350 years until it was replaced in a renovation during the mid-20th century. Inner areas of the castle are ticketed beyond this point. Despite its architectural beauty and historical value, Himeji Castle was built first and foremost as a defensive fortification, and it is a formidable one. The castle is built on top of two small hills which were heavily modified to serve as the foundation. Around the castle, there are moats and multiple thick stone walls. The walls required so much stone that a number of nearby ancient tombs were demolished so that their material could be used in the castle's construction. The castle grounds have a spiral layout with numerous gatehouses. There are also nearly 1,000 slits with differing shapes to suit guns and bow and arrow. Himeji Castle was also an important power base of the shogun in western Japan. As such, it served as an administrative center as well, serving as the headquarters of many lords and nobles over the centuries. The most famous occupant of the castle is probably Senhime, or Princess Sen. Born in 1597, she was the granddaughter of Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Tokugawa shogunate that ruled Japan for over 250 years. When she was only 7 years old, as part of a political alliance, she was married to Toyotomi Hideyori, the son of Toyotomi Hideyoshi, who was the previous de facto ruler. She lived in Osaka Castle with the Toyotomi clan until 1615, when her grandfather Tokugawa Ieyasu besieged Osaka Castle in the culmination of the power struggle to rule Japan. Toyotomi Hideyori died when Osaka Castle fell, but Senhime was saved. She later remarried Honda Tadatoki, a daimyo lord appointed to Himeji Castle. They had 2 children and lived happily together for 10 years. Sadly, their son died at only 3 years old, and Honda Tadatoki himself also passed not long after at the age of 30. After her second husband's death, Senhime returned to Edo and dedicated the rest of her life to Buddhism, never returning to Himeji Castle again. During Senhime's residence at the castle, she primarily used the Nishinomaru, or West Keep. Today, many of the rooms and halls in Nishinomaru retell her dramatic life. The courtyard at Nishinomaru is also a great vantage point to take in the majestic view of the Honmaru, or main keep. Let's head there next. The main keep stands 46.4 meters tall at the center of the complex. From the outside, the main keep looks like 5 floors, but it actually has 6 floors above ground plus a basement. Visitors need to remove shoes to enter the keep. everyone must follow a predetermined path. Inside, there are living quarters, armories, lavatories, and kitchen. There are also hidden side rooms from which defenders can mount surprise attacks. External defensive features are located throughout as well, including arrow slits and murder holes. It is also a great vantage point to see the modern city of Himeji around the castle complex. But the open windows also let in winter winds. The unheated interior was brutally cold on the day I visited, especially when I had to wait in line before ascending to the top levels. The stairs are very steep at this point. Watch your head and watch your step. After descending and exiting the main keep, there's another small square, where you can take in the castle from up close. Not far from here is a large well called Kiku's Well. Legend has it that a handmaiden named Kiku was falsely accused for losing one dish out of a precious set of 10, and later killed by drowning in the well. It is said that sometimes her spirit can be heard at the well counting from 1 to 9 repeatedly. Next to the well, there's also an exhibition hall that displays noble entourages from Himeji to Edo during feudal times. If you've still got some extra time and stamina after going up and down the castle, you can visit Kokoen, a traditional Japanese garden right next to the west side of the castle grounds. Despite its classic looks, the garden is actually a modern creation, having opened in 1992. Inside the garden, there are 9 courtyards, each with its own theme. Sceneries change with the seasons, but no matter when you visit, you're sure to appreciate the serene beauty all around. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.